Hi, this is Film Recaps, and today we are breaking down the plot of the 2012 drama thriller The Battery. A dangerous virus has turned most of humanity into bloodthirsty zombies. Two baseball players, Ben and Mickey, are among the few survivors. The guys travel the country roads of Connecticut with no particular destination, trying not to go into major population centers where infected people abound. Mickey hid with Ben and his family at his parents' house for about 3 months, and yet the zombies broke in and ate everyone but the two friends. Ever since then, Ben has been adamantly against spending the night in any enclosed space. Ben has adapted quite well to his new lifestyle, constantly moving from place to place and learning how to get supplies. Mickey, on the other hand, refuses to learn basic survival skills and likes to just sit alone with his Walkman burning thousands of batteries. Mickey loves cleanliness and strives for perfection in everything. Until today, he hasn't killed a single infected person. Ben doesn't worry about his cleanness and rarely washes. That said, he was saved a comrade's life more than once. In the woods near his home, his friends find the car from which the infected came out, and Ben kills them without a second thought. Likely the car is in working order and the guys continue the journey in it. They try to catch any radio waves, but it's no use. The guys go into Mickey's dead girlfriend's house where he decided to grab her panties as a memento. The two gather supplies and Mickey offers to stay here for a couple of days, since the place looks safe. However, Ben replies that they can't take that risk. Nearby, the boys find a pasture with cows grazing peacefully, which are not affected by the virus as well as the other animals. Ben jokes with his comrade and warns him that he might not hear the zombies approaching because of his headphones. At the dead bride's house, Mickey finds, among other things, 2 radios, insert batteries into them and make sure they still work. Unexpectedly, the guys hear other survivors, Annie and Frank, who call themselves Orchard. Mickey cheerfully contacts them, asks them to join him and explains that they can be useful. However, Frank angrily replies that they have no room for new people and insists that they not litter the airwaves and orders Annie to ignore the strangers. Mickey is shocked that they have been so rudely rejected. The guy wants to find the band, but Ben is convinced that it's almost unrealistic. For days on the end, Mickey tries to radio Annie, who seemed friendlier, but no answers. Mickey searches all the surrounding houses, but instead of Orchard, he stumbles upon 2 slow zombies. The guy jumps back into the car out of fear and slaps the doors. Ben is not the least bit afraid. Calmly he walks up to the couple and quickly destroys them with blows from a baseball bat. Later, Ben washes under a small waterfall. Mickey sleeps in the car. The zombie girl notices the car and rambles straight toward it. Mickey seems that the infected girl was a hottie when she was alive, pulls down his pants and engages in self-satisfaction while looking at the cutie. All the fun is spoiled by Ben, who blows the zombie's brains out and laughs at his body with his pants down. The two go around house after house, building after building, but don't find anything interesting. In the evening at another house, Mickey can't stand it anymore and shouts that they're sleeping here tonight as he's tired of the camping conditions. Ben, seeing that his comrade at his limit, agrees and taking his headphones from him. Before going to bed, Mickey stares longingly at the photo of his dead bride and once more tries to contact Annie. This time, the girl answers and explains that she will not be able to help, because if Frank finds out about it, he will kick her out of the group. Annie asks him to not try to contact her anymore. Ben gets tired of the constant tension and gets drunk and dances madly to music from his friend's headphones. In the morning, Ben leaves the bed in his sleeping friend's bed and goes to a zombie that someone has tied to a tree nearby. The guy unties the zombie, drags it into the house, pushes it into Mickey's room and locks the door behind it. Ben yells that it's time for his comrade to kill his first infected. After a few minutes, Ben walks inside and sees a dazed Mickey with a bed and a zombie lying next to him with no signs of life. Mickey pounces on his comrade for such a setup, punches him into the face a few times and runs out of the house. Ben catches up with Mickey and he tearfully recounts his conversation with Annie. During the day, the boys throw a ball and Ben tries to cheer his friends up. The guys go fishing, fooling around in the apple orchard and snaking on apples. Killing the zombies seems to have done Mickey some good. The will to live has returned to him. They drive on and stop next to a car blocking the road to drain its gasoline. When Ben realizes the tank is empty and gets up, he sees a nervous man holding a knife to Mickey's throat. The stranger's name is Jerry. He demands to give the keys, threatening to kill the guy otherwise. Jerry admits that he is running away from someone. If the man is caught up, he is finished. Ben tricks the stranger by telling him that the keys are in the car and that Jerry has no choice but to try to escape. Ben comes closer and finishes the man off. Mickey is surprised that his comrade shot the man in the cold blood. However, Ben is convinced that his actions saved his friend. Almost immediately, a car pulls up with a girl and a guy, whom she calls Egghead, sitting in it. They declare that they will take the car Jerry arrived in and disappear at once. The two fill up the car and about to leave. Mickey realizes that Annie, whose voice he heard on the radio, is in front of him, and he calls the girl by her name. Annie shouts Ben in the knee and throws away the guy's car keys so they can't follow them. Annie said the egghead drive right off. Mickey tries to find the keys in the thin grass while Ben sits helplessly with a shot leg on the car. The search ends in failure and the boys have to sleep in the car, right on the road. At night, they hear strange noises and see a whole crowd of affected people approaching them inexorably. Ben can barely move his leg, so the guys have no choice but to lock themselves inside the car. In the morning, the guys are horrified to see that the car is surrounded by many hungry zombies. Naturally, looking for the keys is out of the question. The two just dreaming of getting out of the hell. Ben climbs out of the hatch in range and shoots some of the infected, though of course that doesn't solve the problem. Mickey offers to shut out the wires and start the car just like in the movies, except the guys don't know which wires to connect. Ben blames his comrade for the accident, who can't calm down about Annie, even though he was warned not to get involved. The guys realize that their water supply is running low. The day seems an eternity, and in the evening Mickey has to wear headphones because the noises from the zombies drive him crazy. In the morning, Mickey drags blanket over the windows, no longer able to look at the maddened crowd around him. So day after day passes, the food and water supplies melt away before his eyes. And the zombies don't even think about leaving. The guys get wasted as thoughts of this hopeless situation keep them awake. In the morning, guys realize that if they do nothing, they will die in the car. Mickey gets up the carriage and climbs out through the hatch, intending to break through the crowd of zombies and try to find the keys again. And Ben stays inside. Soon Mickey returns. Unfortunately, he wasn't unable to find the keys, but worse, one of the zombies beat the guy on the finger. Ben grabs his gun and yells at his comrade to get out of the car. Mickey sobs, begging to be allowed to stay. Ben screams, realizing what he has done. And then he sits motionless for a long time, completely devastated. The guys turn on his radio, blames Annie for Mickey's death, and then promises to find and kill her. Ben puts on his headphones, puts on his favorite song, and gets out of this car, pursued by a mob of zombies. Well guys, what do you think about this movie, with fantastic budget $6,000? Share it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel, and thanks for watching, and see you again.